I was kind of like a late bloomer to art and hip hop and skateboarding and all these cool things because I grew up in Rialto, California, which is a low-income city in Southern California. It's about an hour east of LA. There wasn't much to do, and there wasn't a lot of people that were influential to me. I think the idea of art to my parents wasn't as important from a very young age, just like wanting to create and draw, redrawing cartoons. And then that turned into trying to replicate skateboard graphics. I wasn't into color. I would go directly into the dark stroke and bold line with a pencil, and it would take me forever to erase that line. And it took me however long it took me to make it look goddamn near identical. Can I be as good in my mind as the creator of this? And then that turned into being obsessed with writing my name on walls. The best was like being in my parents' car and like being like, there's my name, and like it feels so great seeing that, but also knowing that other people could see that, and that turned into becoming a graphic designer and learning what Illustrator was and relay those designs and graphics onto product in general. And I thought that that was the only life I was supposed to live. I was here in 2017 for an entire summer, and I was a merchandise manager for ComplexCon. And ComplexCon creative director was Takashi Murakami at the time. And he brings up the MCA, and he's like, we should do something with them. I started developing all these products and graphics, with Takashi's work, MCA logos, finding a truck out here, wrapping it in Takashi's artwork, selling merchandise outside of the truck, flying back and forth every other week for, I think, about like 2-3 months. I think that was a very inspirational summer for me because I was creating reality to idea. I was already painting on objects, I was drawing on objects. But I just walked away from a streetwear brand that I had created and worked on. I was looking for anything and everything I could to be inspired. Me and my wife were watching an episode of Tinker Hatfield, and he's just drawn, sketching. Obviously, Tinker Hatfield has created some of the most iconic shoes ever. How many shoes has this guy drawn that we haven't seen? Everything starts with a sketch. We don't think about that stuff. We don't think about the designer behind all the products that surround us. But there's so much more to tell about how that became that final product. I have this concept. I'm gonna take everything back to its origin, utilize the medium of white and black, and I was like, I'm gonna create this like style that incorporates all these influences in my life. Fast forward to 2018, I'm at ComplexCon. Joshua Videz, Reality to Idea. This woman walks up to me and she's like, I work with the MCA. These installations you're doing are amazing. I'm like, dude, sign me up for anything. The Virgil show here was about to happen. From the Nike shoe to the lines outside every day to seeing this specific supporter starting to come to the museum. And it inspired them to continue the conversation with me. The next few months were just strategizing, and then obviously COVID hits. I was so determined to pull this thing off and to make it happen in any shape or form that I could. We can pull this off, not at the level and scale that we wanted to, but we could still make a splash. The experience is titled Forever Hallway. First, the idea was to create like this box-shaped installation, and we found this hallway. Immediately, my mind was like, you gotta extend this space. You gotta create this visual that looks like Alice in Wonderland moment. I've just like stepping back when I do experiences and watching how people react, and you either love it or you hate it or you don't give a shit about it, but I make you feel something. The fact that I'm in this position, I'm happy, man. I'm happy as fuck because I've gone from being the kid driving the van to getting ready to paint my installation for the MCA. For a lot of creatives and artists out there that might be in a space right now where they're confused or they feel lost, hopefully this is a nice little wake up for them to show them that anything really is possible.